of our main activity, main challenge. Let's say that half of people in the division are working on this field. And we have also the other activity linked to new build projects. And we are on all the field of new build projects on conceptual and basic design. At the moment, we're finishing the basic design of what we call EPR2, which is a very competitive reactor derived from EPR experience. And we are proposing to the French government to use this EPR to replace the old power plants in France. And we have a project of 6 power plants for the 15 coming years. We are also working on international projects, for instance, in India, in KC, Poland. So we are offering EPR answers to countries who want to develop nuclear. We have also, at the moment, we're building and we have the end of construction of Flamanville and building 2 reactors in the UK, in HPC, Hinkley Point, West Great Britain. And we have already built in partnership with the Chinese, 2 reactors in Taishan. So we have all these projects in new build projects. So we have existing new build projects. Who we are 4,060 people now, 5,000 tomorrow, and we're increasing a lot in the coming years. We will see it, but we have a very important training program for when we hire people, and skills are at the heart of our strategy. What kind of opportunity can we offer? Here, in a quick glance, you have one of the main challenge in terms of skills is to have project management skills. So we offer opportunities for people who want to be project manager, to coster, contract manager, planner. We also hire a lot of engineers and technicians in all the fields of engineering, mechanics, safety, civil engineering, electricity, environment, operation, nuclear fuel, chemistry, layout, INC. We have also a huge focus on IT skills with all jobs linked with the data management, and we are seeking for IT experts. And we have also we are also looking for people. So in Great Britain, in Bristol, in the HPC projects, as I said, and tomorrow in India, when we will sign the contract with the Indian government. So that's for the what we are looking for. Why you should join us? Because we believe that you're going to join a company with job that really matters, with a sector which is booming. The demand of energy is increasing in the coming years, and we believe that we will continue to be a key player. And if you join us, you join a key player for the future. We are also a cutting-edge industry expertise. We have a very strong expertise from design to demolition. I didn't speak about demolition, but it's also a business for the future, as we're going to close some power plants in the coming years. We have also a strong belief that it's important for us that employees are proud to be part of the company, and also are recognized and encouraged in the development of their skills. And specifically in the IP2N, We have three main challenges, and we offer to our coming employees and new hire employees a strong program of training with what we call the Nuclear Engineering Professional Training Program. We are also very focused on what we call the knowledge transfer program with experienced people. And we have also a strong management of what we call of expertise, because we need people who like to be experts and not only managers. So if you join us, we will propose you the development of your skills, and specifically with these three aspects. That's for my presentation. Maybe I can leave the floor to questions, or to Patrick, or
Yann. Maybe we can ask Yann to give a view. You are a young professional within EDF. How is it to work with us? Yann.
So thanks first for the opportunity to share my short experience at EDF. So I just
wanted to ask you, Yann, are you proud of being at the EDF?
Yeah, yes, really, and especially in the nuclear sector in the EDF, because it's a major company working for the nuclear sector, and it's one of the leading low carbon electricity companies. So yes, really. I was hired in 2012 in the R&D department, actually, to work in the reliability of the INC, so the instrumentation and control. I did that for 2 years, and then EDF offers me the opportunity to go to engineering center to work for the EPR project, first on Flamanville 3, which is in France, and the second in the UK project. So those were really great opportunities, because first it allows me to make a whole safety demonstration, so for myself, and also working with the team, and also working in an international environment. Then after that, I work for the overall commissioning. So I used to have slides, but no, okay. So the overall commissioning is the hot test management for Flamanville 3. So basically, when you build a reactor, you have to make the whole conception, the whole construction, and then try it. So it's called the commissioning part. So I was hired to do in 2019 to do the hot test. So you're basically running the whole power plants, but without fuel. So to see if the power plants works perfectly as planned. So that was one of the major and the most interesting experience yet, and I'm really keen on seeing the other ones that are coming. But this one was really marvelous, because, as I told you, I worked for almost 6 years in R&D and also in the engineering center, and seeing the whole power plants working and functioning was a really great experience. So we did for more than 100 days commissioning on all the systems, trying all the power plants to verify if it's working as expected. So that's what one of the most interesting experience. And
I can see this from your eyes, how exciting this experience was, that you got a big nuclear power plant to run and to test. Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm sorry, because I wanted to show you some pictures, but I couldn't find them. And especially because it's one nuclear power plant. It's the first nuclear power plant that we are actually that we built in France in 20 years. So that's a huge event, especially for the young generation. And I'm really convinced that it's one of the many that are going to come, because we need nuclear power plants for the upcoming years, especially if we want to address the climate issues. So yes, that was one of the best experience. And then I move on to another project to Lyon, to a direction is called technical direction of the DIPNN. so in the direction of Patrick and Saoussen. And this direction is more specialized on expertise and conceptual and basic design. And also it helps the nuclear French fleet to work on very specific issues, such as thermohydraulic, neutronics, and mechanics. I'm surely forgetting some, but apologize. So in this direction, I'm working as a PSA technical lead, so for probabilistic safety assessment, so technical lead on the New World project. So it's a small modular reactor project that is being in conceptual design in France. So as you see in my small career, because I've only been at EDF for 9 years now, I could do research and development, engineering in engineering centers, working on both French power plants and also HPC, the HPC projects, so an international client, and then try to then I could work on the site on the actual industry, so an actual machine, and then move on to a basic and conceptual design for a new type of reactor. So it's a really diverse career. I'm not the only one, and this is something that we can do at EDF, that EDF allows us to do, and then we can also move on to, I would say, 3 different main paths for the management, the project management, and the expertise. So it depends on what you are looking for and what you like as a in your working area. But there's always something that you can do, and you can also a bit switch. You see during your work career path. That's it for me.
Just to complete maybe your story, could you say a few words? What did you study?
So I study in engineering school in France, and I make a small specialization at the CEA. So it's at the Commissariat à l'Énergie Atomique. I don't recall the translation in English, but it's one of the main R&D center for nuclear and new energy in France.
Okay, this is, I think, also important information for those who are following us. But of course, it's not the only study what you. Yeah. Yes, yeah.
But just to make a small add to this one, you do not need to have a specialization in nuclear field to work at EDF, because most of my colleagues didn't do that, and it's perfectly fine, because we need people to work on mechanics part, INC, instrumentation and control, building, so génie civil. I'm missing the word.
Civil engineering.
Civil engineering, thank you. So there's almost every field that need people. So you do not need especially these skills.
Thank you very much for the story. I think it's inspiring for those who are following us today. Saoussen, my first question to you and to Patrick will be, what about French? Because this is sometimes, I mean, a big, yeah, you know, requirements that do you require people to have a French language as as a mother tongue level almost, or what about French? Patrick.
I think you need to speak English. It's absolutely necessary, and it's better if you can speak a little French. I think so. We have in some divisions like advanced. They speak both English and French. In other divisions, like technical division, French is more common. So you need to understand French, and you need to master French. I think. But English is both English and if you work in India, for instance, we have a project in India, and we will have 100 people in India, and they will mainly speak English. You know, we have people in HPC. HPC is near Bristol in England, and they speak English. It depends. It depends on the division and the project for which you are going to work. We have a project in Czechoslovakia. You will speak English. In Poland, you will speak English. It depends on the project. More than half our activities is in French. In France, you speak French, mainly. Okay?
Clear. Thank you very much for this answer.